his studio in his house near Bournemouth and worked with him, and within a week he proposed.
What made you say yes to him so very quickly?
He is the most extraordinary human being I have ever known. He's kind, spiritual, super intelligent, and does not manipulate you in any way through fear or intellectualism. He's straight down the line. He's truthful to the point of hurting, but you can't help but admire someone like that. And I knew as soon as I met him that this was someone that I could take that journey with, where you grow, where everything is an event. And I thought this will make a really good marriage.
And on This Is Your Life, Toyah's husband made his feelings for her extremely clear after hearing Freedom, the track they wrote together.
And Robert, that music really did come from the heart.
I fell in love with my little wife when she sang that, and I haven't fallen out of love with her since.
Oh, sweetheart, I love you.
God, they look like tears of the most acute love. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he's just sobbing at the sheer vista of your being there, isn't he?
He's extraordinary. He really, really loves me. At the same time, he can go off on tour for a year and he'll phone me up in tears every day telling me how much he loves me. He's an extraordinary pot of juxtapositions. He really loves me, but we see very little of each other.
I was just going to ask you about that, because it is a dynamic that fascinates everybody who ever holds forth about the subject of your marriage. Why does he have to be away so much?
He'll never be at home. He'll never do it.
What's he doing all the time? Why is he always away? And why don't you just go with him? And why aren't you together more? What's it all about?
I refuse to be a rock and roll wife. My career has always been my priority. And it's the same with him. We're nomadic, basically. We are both nomadic. And the distance between us actually holds us together.
You want to be separate, you want to be together.
You do in the beginning, and I think then children come and children hold that mesh together, but we didn't have that in the equation of our relationship.
It's not an accident that there are no children. You took the decision to be sterilised, and it's what you wanted to do, and yet having done it, you immediately felt, you say, robbed of your femininity.
It was very, very odd feeling. Knowing I didn't want children, knowing I didn't want to accidentally get pregnant and go through all those decisions of whether you keep it or lose it. And there was another factor, because I don't have a full socket in the hip on the right side, that can dislocate. I have to be very, very careful of dislocation. So pregnancy would have meant that I'd have to spend the last 3 months of the pregnancy kind of in a chair or lying down. So I got sterilised. There's no problem in me making that decision, but when I woke up after the sterilisation, I thought, oh, what have I done? I've actually played with God's decision of who and what I am. I felt very strange about it. Now I don't at all, but for the first year of being sterilised, I felt weird.
So no part of you now thinks, oh gosh, I wish I just left it to chance or happenstance or something?
I really am very, very firm in knowing that I don't want children. And obviously now I'm 42, I mean, I suppose I could, but I've never had those feelings, that calling, never.
In 1991, Bryan Adams' hit Everything I Do was at #1 for a record 14 weeks. The anarchic comic Viz was a bestseller, and Toyah started presenting television programmes.
Now this is what I call a city with real attitude. So what better place to be the week before Easter than Paris in spring?
This is yet another unexpected incarnation. By this time, you've been so many people and done so many things. I mean, a classical Shakespearean actress, you've been a, absolute top-selling singer, and suddenly you're a TV presenter. Had you ever dreamed of doing something like that?
No, never dreamed of doing panto either. What happened was I was in Los Angeles visiting Robert, who was working on an album, and a phone call came from England, and it was my agent, and she said, oh, you really don't want to do this, but there's this programme that's asked you to present it. And I said, well, actually, yes, I do, because I've never done it, and I wanted the experience. And it was the Midlands version of 01 for London. It was called First Night, and I spent a year doing that. Taught me how to present, taught me how to interview, taught me how to write as a journalist, and I haven't looked back since then.
For the next 10 years, Toyah went on to present a rich variety of television and radio programmes.
I saw all this colour.
Nobody can say you're not a grafter. You're extremely hardworking and always have been.
I love my work. I live for my work, and nothing can substitute my work. And I'm very, very honest about that, and my friends understand that, and my husband understands that, and in a way he's the same. I only get any sense of calm or satisfaction when I'm working. If I'm not working, I'm almost a manic depressive. I'm just not worth knowing. But now I'm slowly moving back towards being a film actress and TV actress, with doing Aunt Boomerang, which is a BBC children's programme.
By the way, my children say congratulations, and your Australian accent is magnificent.
Oh, bless them, sweetheart. I think that's just so kind. Dear little Sheilas.
It's all right. I'll come quietly.
So I do Aunt Boomerang, which I based on Barry Humphries, and I've just finished the feature film, Most Fertile Man in Ireland.
Tell me about that.
I was working in Malaysia, got a phone call, could I do a day's filming in Dublin? So I got the next plane to Dublin, shot all my scenes in one day, and it's a minuscule role, but the pivotal role in the whole story. I play a fertility doctor who cannot have children in Northern Ireland, who finds a man that is so fertile he can make sterile women pregnant. It's a comedy. And there you have it, a day's filming, and I'm in really one of the best films that will be out next year.
We're big fans of your show, Doctor.
Oh my God.
What is it? Take a look. Just like a star, tadpoles on speed. What?
Those are there.
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Sperm that could impregnate a stone.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to be sick.
What do you think the future holds? How would you like it to pan out?
How I like it is very different to probably what it holds. I would still like to sing, but it's got to be on my terms. I can't handle huge fame like that ever again. I love my independence. I love being able to walk into a supermarket and browse. But I want to be a film actress, a TV actress, and I want to sing and I want to write books. But I know I will not be sitting at home being idle.
I have a feeling all those things will happen and more. I would not be surprised if you were suddenly an astronaut. I really wouldn't. Toyah Willcox, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Professor Robert Winston will be talking about his life and times at 2:55 tomorrow here on BBC One. And Through the Keyhole starts again in the new year.